This year's from GBN News from around May 3rd, 2023, something like that. It says, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry warned people cannot stand them after nightmare polling. Seems kind of interesting. Let's see what we got. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been warned people cannot stand them following nightmare polling for the Sussexes. American commentator Megyn Kelly reacted to new polling by Lord Ashcroft for the Daily Mail that showed Meghan and Harry remain among the most unpopular royals, and being on South Park might have a small thing to do with it, at least in the US, and I hear in Britain they're not very liked as it is. Just 22% of the people said they liked Prince Harry, whilst 18% liked the Duchess of Sussex. Kelly told GB News very clearly in the UK that people cannot stand them, especially her, and that's the feeling I got for a long time, but Harry kind of caught up to her a little bit. And come to think of it, I'm not sure I personally think Meghan did any one thing worse than spare Harry's book talking about private things behind closed doors, just no morals, no honor, nothing. Just, I'm a prince, I'll write a book about my royal family, and please buy it so I could get me some money for my wife. Gotta say, I think right now, them two are pretty even as far as my how much I like them scale. I mean, it's really dreadful. Their approval ratings, at least here in the US, were holding on as of December prior to their publicity tour, and they also went on a worldwide privacy tour on South Park, like I keep saying. And now Meghan is actually a South Park character here on the channel, usually more than the actual picture of her. Like they were hanging in there in the United States, not the UK. And what do? They went on their huge media tour and they did their Netflix thing and they did Spare. And then what? They went off a cliff. And I guess South Park was waving to them on the way down, because that wasn't so good for them either. But of course, hilarious. Even here in the US, everyone said we don't want anything to do with them. And then over the past 2 months, their approval ratings have peaked up just a tiny bit. The latest Newsweek poll shows she went up about 5 points, he went up about 7 points. Still, only 33% of Americans like her, only 39% like him. Now, let's not take that for a fact. I would say probably like 1% of Americans even care about it to like them or not. I guess if asked point blank, maybe something like that. But I just don't think polls like that could be accurate, considering there's like 325 million people in the US. So, grain of salt on that one. Now, here's the important part, and I hate to make a connection to Aquaman 2, but I have to. Because what I keep saying is, one of the reasons Amber's gaining a little more support these days is she's staying quiet. If you stay quiet, you're off people's radar. People ignore you. If you become irrelevant, which some Johnny fans think is really good, well, your approval goes up a little bit. It's when you open your mouth and keep saying things and you're out there, it goes down. So that's the reason Amber's staying quiet, is because she knows her approval will go up a little bit the further away we are from Virginia and the more people forget about it. I don't mean Johnny fans who support her, who know the deal. I mean the average moviegoer, the average person. So what does that tell you? People can't stand them. So her latest attempt to pull herself back out there is just going to backfire once again. She's going to go back down. She's going to lose the 5 points she just won. Point is, she puts herself back out there and the points go down. So it looks like for Meghan, more of a roller coaster that's going up and down with popularity, whereas Amber was just like flatline, mirror, court case, boom, down. But the thing is, the tactic that Meghan used for a little while that worked the best was keeping her mouth shut, which is why I like to remind people of what happened in Virginia, once in a while, when I can, a couple of videos a week still, about the bad things Amber did. So the regular Joe, the regular Jane will keep that in their mind and think about that when considering to see Aquaman 2. Let me know what you think down below. Doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be very sad about it, but I'll get over it. See you next time.